Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Sagittarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. All right. And if there is anything that you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Sagittarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And beautiful Six of Cups. That is really a reflection of love in your life. It's tranquility. It's peace. It's pleasure, right? It's a restful heart. It's really a beautiful state. Let's put it into some context. Let's see where this is coming from, how much of it, and when we can expect it, right? Devil energy, interesting. Some Capricorn energy, perhaps, in your life. Oh. And lust or strength, some Leo energy, a Nine of Cups, a little bit of Hermit energy, 10 of Pentacles, the Universe, the Seven of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and some Cancer energy, a Knight of Cups there. This is a lot of love and abundance flowing in your life that I really think is, it's inspiring you. Right? It is really giving you this creative surge. It feels like this devil is you. It feels like this is part of you that's being activated by all of this love and abundance. Okay, let's select a mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. And this is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot that we will just select right there. We're going to put Mr. Ed on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, right? But it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need. If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is, I want you to put your prediction down in the comments below, okay? Let's do it together. Let's make it a group exercise in intuition. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look around the room here. We've got major, major, major. We have a real alignment here. We have an intense alignment. Well, we have really more alignment this way too. Right? We've got a 9 and a 10, and we've got the perfect harmony in the middle. And then vertically, spiritually speaking, we've got 3 major arcana. This is a really intense alignment for you. And I think that maybe it's this full moon, right? It's happening on Monday. It is in Gemini. I think this full moon is really... it's showing you that it's trying to show you this alignment that you're coming into, okay? And we'll get to some of that. We have a little bit of fire energy, and it's interesting. The fire here is in the position of the environment. We've got some fire. We definitely have some water. Again, there's an absence of air energy. I had it in the last reading too. A lot of the same cards as the last reading as well, which is strange. Doesn't happen very often. And I did shuffle. There is an absence of the air energy. So I feel like the full moon, very much so for a lot of signs, a lot of people generally, is illuminating this internal world, activating a lot of energies inside, but it's kind of bypassing the intellect, right? It's more of a feeling. It's more of a surge of energy. It's more of just like an instinctual thing. It's more of a lunar clarity that we're experiencing. And I think for you, it is really giving you this surge of creativity, this surge of certainty about what you are creating in your life. I don't even know where to start. Let's start with the Six of Cups, right? We'll start at the beginning. This is you finding connections of love in your life, right? The Three of Cups plus the Three of Cups. My abundance acknowledges and connects with your abundance. It's almost like you're finding people that have the same kind of connectors as you, the same kind of configuration of energy. And I feel like this is very inspiring to you. And I feel like this is partly because, we've got this card right in the middle of things. So this is kind of just as the sun is the center of the solar system, the number 6 is the center of the Kabbalistic system, and it does represent the sun, and it's even the sun in Scorpio here. And I feel like all of these things are in balance because of this almost a tranquility, almost a peacefulness that you're going to be experiencing. Now, this might be through the reconciliation of some sort of challenging relationship. Yeah. Maybe friends, maybe family, maybe a lover, maybe a business relationship somewhere. But I feel like you are taking steps to reconcile this difficulty. I feel like there's something. Yeah, I'm feeling like there was something that was keeping you apart from someone. I feel like now coming back together, right? It could be reuniting with a lover. So maybe someone was gone on a trip and they're kind of returning. Maybe you were gone on a trip and you're returning. We see a lot of indication of that, so let's explore those cards. First, the Seven of Wands in the position of the environment and in the position of your relationships with the environment. It's been a struggle. It's been a challenge. Maybe you felt like there was some kind of a creative blockage, that your vitality was being blocked, right? I think that situation is being rectified. I think that things are coming back together into this harmony. See, there's a 6 and a 7. It's kind of being thrown off balance. Well, I feel like we're returning to this balance and harmony and resonance, okay? And it may be with a Capricorn person. I also feel with this Knight of Cups that this is the giving and the receiving of love and affection, right? This is someone that's kind of returning home and they've brought gifts, or this is you returning home and you've brought gifts and they've kind of thrown a party for you when you return, a homecoming kind of thing. I feel like this is a real exchange of energy, right? A very positive energy, very intense love energy, right? This is kind, this is generous, this is giving, this is love. This is love in action, right? Passionate, true love that's not interfered with by the mind. There's no self-consciousness here. This card's just saying that you are loving the way you feel it, that you're not being inhibited, right? And maybe there's not somebody that you're reconciling with. Maybe this is an idea for some of you. I think there is. But for some of you, I think this is about the blockage that we feel internally, right? And the way to clear this creative blockage is to let yourself love, right? To allow it to flow through you, into you, out of you, to really find opportunities to manifest this kind of harmony and abundance, this love. Yeah. Because this is the end. This is the last card on the path of the serpent. This is saying that really the result of all of this, the result of this full moon for you, this alignment, is allowing you to give and receive love in a new way. A free, open, uninhibited, unself-conscious, right? A free-flowing way. Now, when I say love, I'm not talking about romance necessarily. It could be. But I mean a sense of community, a sense of connection, a sense of meaning and purpose in your life. It doesn't necessarily have to involve other people, but we do have the Hermit up here. And I kind of think, as we talk about this vertical alignment, I feel like there is some kind of work that you're doing, creative work. Maybe it's a business, maybe it's, I don't know, something more abstract, but whatever your working is, I feel as if it has kind of isolated you in a little bit, in a small way. This might be the intense focus on your work that you've kind of turned your back to that love, right? You see those two cards there, they're back to back. So you're focused on these kind of internal things, these private things, and maybe you felt that there was a blockage to your progress here with whatever this kind of creative work is. And it's almost like the solution is right behind you, but you've got your back turned to it, you don't see it. But the solution is this giving and receiving of love and kindness and generosity and affection and all that kind of thing. So what we've got to do is reconcile these two paths. We got to at least reconcile these two. So I think that's what's happening. I think that's the alignment that's taking place with this full moon. I think you are realizing your creative ambitions, and you are getting this kind of renewed enthusiasm for the work that you're doing. And I think you will come to realize that the missing piece is that kind of love, that kind of affection. Again, doesn't have to be a romantic thing. I'm not saying that the only way for you to succeed is to get into a relationship. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying we need that sense of love. We need that sense of community, meaning, purpose. We need to enrich our lives, right? In whatever way that takes shape for you. Okay. We got the Nine of Cups here. And this is flanking you. Both of these are flanking you. You have this peace in your heart, right, that comes with this full moon. And now you've got happiness and wealth that are flanking you. And really, this is what you're establishing in your life. These are the resources that you have available to you. Now, we had these in the last reading for Scorpio too. Love and abundance flowing. There's the blockage though, right? And that's what I think this full moon is doing, is kind of illuminating this blockage so we can see what it is. And then we can have this free flow of energy. And I think the Hermit will end up turning around and, kind of facing the other way. But there's nothing inherently wrong with the Hermit. There's a lot of introspection. There's a lot of fortifying of self here with the Hermit. But I think it's time to kind of reemerge into the world, right? To accept love, to take what we've learned in this introspective period and bring your gift out to the world, right? The Lust or Strength card here this is the creativity. This is kind of like, this is the idea that you've been kind of like trying to save up all of your creative energy, that we're being very careful with it, like it's a magic elixir, and we don't want to spill a drop of it. So we're keeping it all kind of contained because you're focused on this ascendancy. You're focused on this kind of this vertical progress. Now, it might be a spiritual thing, might be something at work, might be a project, but I think you're intensely focused. And so the Lust or Strength card is saying that really you've got all of this fire and you're directing it so one-pointedly at this goal. And that, of course, is the devil energy. This is saying you're using all of your strength to run up this mountain. You're not wasting energy on anything else, right? We're trying to go straight up. And I think what we've kind of created here is this intense passion to lead you to the top of the mountain, and then the Hermit's on the top of the mountain there, see? But I think with the full moon, again, I think you're going to come to this realization that it's rather cold and lonely up here at the top. So I think we're taking a lesson from the Nine of Cups, and we're going after different things. Not necessarily different, but we're We're trying to add on, we're trying to supplement this, the path of the dove, with the path of the serpent. You know? We're trying to add to it. We're trying to augment what we have already attained or what we are attaining with this work that you're doing. Okay? The 10 of Pentacles, of course, is wealth. You're looking to achieve material success. You want a life that is filled with abundance. Yeah. And you're achieving this. But remember, when you get to the top of the mountain, you're going to want to have your pets, your plants, and your people there with you. We got to have this sense of connection, right? Now, you might still be the hermit up at the top of everything. It might just be you, right? Maybe you don't have a partner or relationship. Maybe you don't have a big family. Maybe you don't have a lot of friends. I don't either, really, if you can believe it. I wasn't very popular in school either. That's not exactly what we're talking about here, right? It's not that we need a bunch of people to make us feel successful or to make us feel good about what we're doing. There's an underlying joy, there's an underlying, again, with the 6, of feeling as if you're connected with the world, right? And the world's over here. You over here on the top of your mountain, and here's the rest of the world. We need to bring these together. We need to bring these together. You've got a lot of love to give. And you are going to be finding your people. Right. The things that we accomplish are not just for us alone. It's almost as if by raising your consciousness, by achieving your goals, you are, whether you like it or not, helping to raise the collective consciousness. You're helping all the rest of us achieve our goals too. You know, one person wakes up, because we're all connected, we're all kind of one consciousness, right? When one person wakes up, it tugs at the rest of us in a weird way, you know? So the hermit and the universe are intimately connected, but it might not be in a way that we are kind of rationally or consciously aware of. We don't see a lot of air. We don't even see a lot of fire in the reading, really. We have the fire of creativity and passion here. We've got the fire here of the feeling that something's blocked, something's missing, or maybe... Now, let's transition over to the path of the serpent. And as I do this, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free, right? It doesn't cost you anything. And send me some comments. I really love hearing from all of you. Okay? I appreciate you all. The 7, we'll get back to the world card, but the 7 of wands here almost gives me the feeling that something is missing, or that that there is something deeper that we want, but we almost feel like it's not meant for us. We almost feel as if the gate is barred, like the doors are locked. Right, so we're just kind of content, feeling like the hermit. Maybe this is how we see ourselves. We see ourselves as the hermit, but really we are the world, right? But what is being blocked is that consciousness, that awareness, that mystical experience of feeling like you are the world. And these achievements that you're making now, this isn't a love reading. This isn't a career or finance reading. This is a life reading, right? We've got love. We've got wealth. We've got creativity, right? We even got some magic and some mysticism in here. We're talking about everything, right? So take it how it resonates. With the 9 of Cups here, yeah, this is satisfaction and love and abundance on every plane: physical, mental, emotional, creative, psychic, spiritual. And it's up to you to see kind of which cup might need a little topping off. Right, a little warm up in your coffee cup here, and which one will make you feel which of these cups is a little bit low, right? And I think whatever it is, it's related to this hermit and this world split, this apparent duality. Apparent duality. And of course, the Wealth card. This is you knowing what your best life is. And it's also in the position of the future. So this is telling me that, yeah, you're accomplishing your best life. I'm thinking there are some details that we need to fill into both of these. Your happiness, your bliss, your best, living your best life, and what that best life looks like. What is the outward form of it? We know how it's going to feel. What does it look like? Maybe there's one thing missing, because we have 10 pentacles. We have 10 pictures, but only 9 cups, only 9 feelings, right? So I think the last one is down here on the bottom, which would be the position of Malkuth, which is earth, the kingdom, which is the world card. So the only feeling missing here is the feeling of being connected to the whole, a feeling of being the whole. You are the universe, right? So 7 of Wands. Feels like something's blocking that, right? Feels like we need to, we need the keys. Maybe we've got a lot of, maybe we're like one of them, I don't know, jailers or whoever has like the maintenance people has the huge ring of keys. And we need the right one. Kind of like it's the Matrix, right? The key maker. Was that the character? I don't know. But that's the blockage. That's the in the environment too, and that's kind of the relationship thing. It's almost as if we've kind of resigned ourselves to say, well, some things just aren't meant for us. Well, I don't believe that to be true. I don't believe that what you desire, what the missing piece might be, is not correct, or it's not attainable. I feel like this full moon is going to illuminate what the source of the blockage is and allow you to make the change, right? This is kind of, well, it's the two of Pentacles. It's about change. And it could be about traveling. And I think really it's signifying the hermit traveling down from the mountain and mingling with the rest of us down here, you know. But I also feel as if this is like the moon, this full moon psychic energy is acting as a sort of, as a inversion of the polarity, right? It's kind of like creating a negative image for you. You know, if you reverse the polarity on an image or something, you can see things that you didn't really notice before. It's like we're focused on different details now. It's like looking at the shadows of things. Yeah. So I kind of feel like that's what's going on, is that it's illuminating things in a way that you don't usually see, you don't usually notice. It's not your everyday solar consciousness, it's a lunar consciousness, right? And it's wide open. The aperture is, is huge. So it's allowing you to see things that you haven't seen before. And I think that is really unleashing some of this love in your life, allowing you perhaps to receive it in a different way and to offer it in a different way. Yeah. In a way that is to create this 6 of Cups and to bring you into harmony and union with the universe. It's a real mystical thing here, but it's very practical too. All right. So I think that, the one thing missing from your best life will be revealed to you, and I think that you're gonna be out here getting it. Okay. Let's look at the mystery card now. I'm very curious. It's interesting too that we have this lack of swords cards, and I don't know. Maybe that means there's a lack of communication taking place, or maybe it's saying that the communication isn't the problem. The problem is the kind of the lunar perception. That we don't have a difficulty communicating. We have a difficulty kind of, seeing ourselves in a different light. See, the hermit is using the solar light for the inner illumination. But what's taking place right now, or on Monday, is using the lunar light for that inner illumination. And that's going to show the hermit some different sides of themselves. Okay, it's kind of the same what we're doing here, looking at the inversion of it, or the reverse polarity. Thank you, Mr. Ed. Let's see about this mystery card. You know what I want to do first, though, is I want to do one of these botanical inspiration cards. I haven't done one of these in a hot minute, so let's see what it might reveal to us, or how it might connect with the reading. The hibiscus, beauty and happiness. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Well, that's quite nice. The hibiscus. I love hibiscus. Beauty and happiness. Well, what do we literally, the 9 of Cups is called happiness. And the 6s are all about beauty. 6 is the beauty, right? The beauty and the harmony. So this is what we are focusing on. It could be that we are accomplishing everything in the outer world physically, but there's one thing missing in our internal, emotional, spiritual world, right? Very cool. Let's do this mystery card. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Maybe the Art or Temperance card. Maybe we'll get your Power card. Yeah. Maybe we'll see the Cancer energy to kind of go with that Knight of Cups there at the end. Maybe we're going to get some Swords. That's kind of what my gut tells me. There's going to be some Swords. So let's take a look. Yeah. Dang it. There's the Swords. But, the 9 of Swords is not always a negative card. There's light and shadow in every card. And see, we have the 9 of Cups, right? And now we've got the 9 of Swords. So to me, these are connected. And to me, what the 9 is representing is us waking up to the fact that we got one thing missing. That we kind of thought we were on the top of the mountain, but once we got there, or once you get there, you're going to realize that there's one cup missing. And that's going to kind of be some despair. But waking up to the cold, hard truth is the first step of accomplishing that, right? Of kind of correcting it, rectifying that. So first we have to acknowledge the problem, and then we can clear that blockage and we can get that. A lot of love, a lot of abundance. We didn't even really talk about the 10 of Pentacles. This is your best life. This is wealth. This is a lot of abundance. And I think, that's what you're accomplishing. You can look forward to that. But I feel as if there's one thing that you're going to feel is kind of missing from the picture, right? And that's going to be that final step. That's a really good feeling, I think, when you realize what that is. And yeah, maybe you got to climb back down from the mountain and go get it, but that's Dallas, as they say. So, a very good reading for you. We're going to do an extended. If you want to stick around, click on the link in the corner. That'll give you access to all of the extended readings, not just for Sagittarius, but for every sign. Okay? I'm here every day from 6 to 8 a.m. Chicago time. I hope you'll come back and join me again tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything. Yeah, I appreciate it. Helps out the channel. I want you to know, Sagittarius, that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you, and I love you, and we're all in this together.